Hello, my name is Kate Benton and this is Rachel. And with the help of Shauna Harrison, we're going to be attempting to turn Rachel into a bloke, into a guy. And we're going to put some scars on her. The first thing I'm going to do is get Rachel to take her makeup off and get her ready for the wig. But this is the quickest way to put a wig on, and it's the easiest as well. Have you got any clicky clackies? And have you got the water spray on?
Just there?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Right, I'm signing us in.
It's so quick for students, especially if they're not used to hair. So you can just put a bit of gaff prep around the edges, which I won't do with Rachel because she's going out later. And then just go around with all these lovely clicky clackies, as we call them. It works even better on thick, long hair that you're trying to tame, or hair with loads of layers in. And also you can reuse it. So if you put a wig on and you need to change your wig, you can mold the hair. It's also great for doing a facelift. This is the Hollywood way of doing a face look in the old days. No, I'll show you what you do. Just come around there, Rich. One more. Right, we probably need you to take your makeup off if you could bear.
Yeah.
Have you got your makeup off?
I'm doing it now.
So it's really important when you're putting a wig on that this area is clean and there's no hairs there. So little fine pins next. We've got little fine pins there.
They're in the pink box, Con. I missed anywhere.
No, you haven't. Right, now we're talking. So then you take the stocking top and you just pull it up and use it to slide the hair back. So I can put it on Rachel's lap, yeah.
So you can just, and then you just break around here.
And then just take your finest pins and just pin in. So once you've pinned your stocking top in, you then turn to the side, Rachel. You then take your ponytail out and you pop the hair in.
I just put the card inside.
Thank you. So it keeps it all under control. And if you want to change your wig, you can just move it around inside. So it's a really neat way of doing it. If you want to do a facelift, you just pull this really tight and keep twisting, and it actually pulls up. Especially if you're starting out and you're not that confident with hair, it's a really quick way of getting your hair prepped for under a wig. And you can just move it around to suit, and then just pull it tight. Put a couple of pins in. One more, Rich. Because Rachel's a girl and we're trying to make her into a man, it's very hard to lay on the beard because you haven't got... This gentleman here is a perfect example of a strong beard line because it's really strong. But on a girl, you don't have any beard line to work from. So to start with, we're just going to flick some colour on to give a shadow there to be our basis. So I'm just going to start flicking roughly where a beard line would be, just to give me something to work on. You can see this is just to give you an outline of where a beard might be, which makes the laying on hair easier. And then I'm going to start laying the beard on, and this is thick prosade, which is much, much easier to use than thin prosade. So always start at the bottom levels down here and work your way up. So I'm just going to I always put some on my hand first. Thank you very much.
If they're no good, I'll prepare a small.
No, that's great.
I'll pop it all around by the table.
The good thing about Shauna's moulds is you can see that they're clear and transparent, so you can see exactly where you're going to put them.
Go around here.
Yeah. And it's also nice having the scarring going into the beard line. It really makes it realistic. Here's the hair, which is yak hair. You mix the colours yourself. You can see Rachel's blonde, but she's got quite dark, and facial hair is often different colours to head hair, isn't it?
Absolutely,
And
yes.
then it's worth looking at beards to see the colours. So I pre-mixed this, and the good thing about yak hair is there's no root to point, so you can't get it the wrong way round. So you can when you mix your hair, you can't. It doesn't matter which way up it is. So I'm just going to cut it. Leave half there. So you can see, you lay the hair on and then you push it in with your scissors, and then you pull out any excess, and also you cut it. I know roughly what length I'm going for, and I don't want to waste my hair. Cut into a little point and just twist it with your fingers when you lay on. You don't have to worry too much underneath, because that's not the hairline that you're going to see. It's the top layer that you need to worry about. So here it's more about speed. And also the other thing about beards is they're usually blonder and lighter around the edges. So we're going for the darker colour underneath, and then we'll start laying in some blonder, lighter stuff as we go higher. So I'm just mixing my two colours. So this is the good part about yak hair, is there's no point, you don't have a problem there. Just going a little bit lighter because we're getting to the middle part of the beard. It does take a long time, but the more you do it, the quicker you get, and the Italians, who are the best at it, can whack a beard out really quickly. And you can also cheat this if you want. You can put a hair lace beard on and then lay over the top. That also works. Now I'm going to try and lay on in between Shauna's scars to make it look like he's got some spots. This young man has got some spots.
So mid-flow, I was just taking off the shine so I can actually see whether it's the Pro Bondo itself shining or just the light above, to just help with some of the colouring. So this one actually is a matte mattifier.
Just going to mix some more blonde in as we get nearer the top. And the hardest one to lay on is the moustache, and it's also the hardest one to continuity, because it's very hard to keep it the same every day. But I think what I learned recently is that you don't have to. I always thought you had to push it in at an angle like that, but actually if you tap it in with your scissors, because then you get a better, and then just pull out, it sticks really well. Sorry?
Have you mixed that with the sample?
No, it's more thick and prosade, but it's so much easier to use than ordinary because it's thicker and it has less shine. So you just find it's a win-win situation. So work on your bottom layers first and then move up to the top. Also, as you get up higher, it's really good to add lighter colours. It makes it easier. Right, I'm now just going to comb through. I've still got to do my top edge, but I've got the majority of it on. So this is the scary bit, especially if you're on a makeup truck, because these are hot. So your actor knows it, they'll feel it. But I was taught originally to do it with a comb, but actually it's much easier just to do it with your fingers. I'm just going to test how hot they are. You're just putting a bit of a bend in it, a crinkle. It's just to add that texture. And these are the Italian tongs, so they're really, really fine. They're lovely. The clippers are really invaluable because you can slice into it. I've just got to do my top edge now. Right, I'm just going to put the blonde stuff over the. Hopefully, I'll get a better top edge in a second. Let's get rid of all these stray hairs. So we're just holding the hair and you put a bend to it. Obviously, if you're doing this in a makeup van, you ask the ADs to make sure nobody comes barging in with a.
Yes, actually.
Because it's so dangerous.
I remember filming in New Zealand, and there was a thing you had to say as you came on. You had to say stepping.
Stepping. I mean, that a lot of ADs do. Right, we're going to try this wig. Let's see how he fits. I'm just folding. This wig isn't made to fit Rachel, so I'm just cheating it here. In reality, what you could do is pull the hair out and frizz it so you get a bit of a sideburn. Right, let's get some glue on you. I'm just sticking on. I think we've done a very good job. I think we're finished, yeah. Do you think it works all right? What Shauna Harrison and I used on Rachel. So first of all, we used, Shauna makes these molds, which we sell. And the beauty of them is that you can see exactly where you're going to put them. We also sell Pro Bondo, which is what you use to fill your molds, that work really well. So Shauna did all this lovely skin, just messing up the skin, making it look a bit rougher. The other thing we sell that I think is really, really useful is these really, 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 really fine tongs, which are so good. And we've also, I find this palette amazing because the colours in it are so ash. It works really well. There's no red in them. They're really good bribes. You can see how much I use it. That's pretty disgusting. But it's got such good ashy colours in. And we use that just to flick, just to pull the beard into, because Rachel's a very beautiful girl, we had to try and pull the two things together. It's hard. And the only other thing I would really recommend is this PPI matte spirit gun, which is amazing. It's got a bit of a shine to it. It's a bit like the old Joe Blasco one. But if you paint it on and really tap it out, I'm using it at the moment on the job I'm working on in Budapest. Paint it on, tap it out, put your wig lace on, take it off, and then really iron it in with a damp leather. It's amazing, nothing moves. So they're the basic ingredients what we use today.